So, hi everyone, it's me, Denny Daniel, and I'm here with
Venkat
and
Nuda.
and they just saw the entire Museum of Interesting Things. It took them about a week, and we actually extended the show a bit for the dental department and the cybersecurity department. So we showed her a dental key and pulled one of her molars out, and look, she lived to tell. Yeah, a shot of whiskey and you're fine. And then for cybersecurity, we put his entire bank account on the internet for everybody using this World War II cipher machine. And then he protected all of us from that. Thank God. So now they're going to open up one of our packages here. I've got these packages here, and I'm going to do this like a 42nd Street shell game. And I'm actually born and raised and remember 42nd Street shell games, where a guy would show up in 42nd Street, he would have 3 shells, and he would mix them up like this, and one of them had a quarter in it, and then if you guessed which one, you would win something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells, there isn't a quarter under any of these packages, and you win nothing.
Oh, okay.
So it's not really that similar, except for one thing. I am going to mix them up like this. So this is me mixing up the packages. Are you guys confused? Are you confused?
I am.
Good. Otherwise, I'd have to do this all day long. So here we go. I'm going to show you the fronts like this. There you go. So pick a package to open any package. That one, she picked a pretty one. That's why I moved them upside down, because I was like, one of these looks really interesting. And there you go, there's your scalpel to open it up. Now remember, whatever you do, don't cut yourselves, cut each other, or cut me. But if you do, I do have this 200-year-old bleeder that I, careful about these edges here, because this one has, I'm going to keep this one. Because people know that I teach kids, and look at how they decorated this one with historic stamps.
Oh.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to know what this one is. And we'll show it to the world. Hold on. So these are the stamps. I'm not going to show the address, but those are the stamps. My address, everybody knows. I can't hide now from the internet. I'm gone. My phone number, my address is all over the place. He's so cute. He's curious about yours. He's like, this one looks interesting.
Yeah.
And we won't cheat and read that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. And that's obviously just the color. Oh, I can see. Oh! So this is what they would call a wire photo. Now, a wire photo, believe it or not, is a fax. We think it's a photo, but that's actually not a photo at all. That's a fax from a fax machine. Look how good faxes were.
Oh.
Over 50 to 75 years ago, and even almost 100 years ago, faxes were this good.
Wow.
And they sold us that junk in the 80s.
Yeah.
And even today, faxes are terrible. But faxes were actually this good. They were called wire photos. And this was a larger machine. In the early days, it was about this big. So it was a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
And it was for newspapers. Because if you had a major event in New York, and your photographer took the picture in New York, but you wanted the Chicago paper to print that, to mail it to Chicago could take a day to 3 days. And to do that every single day would be cost insane.
Yeah, yeah.
So what they did was they got fax machines that were very high-powered fax machines and expensive. And newspapers would use this so that, you could fax the picture over to Chicago and they could print that paper the next day with the picture in it. And often on the back, you'll notice there's some copy. That was the copy in the newspaper that day. So the Associated Press and all those newspapers would be using these things. Now I love this one because this one is a ticker tape machine.
Oh, okay.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So this is going to be part of two or three of our shows, for the ticker tape show and the money show, and also for our photography show and our communication show. So this is actually a really cool piece.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for this one because it's funny, and it's from a movie. I think this is actually this might actually be a press photo from the movie. But it looks like it may be. I'm in denial about glasses, by the way. Because it has text on the back, I think it may be a fax. Although these are usually press photos. Someone probably got this as a press photo and then it was faxed, and that's why it's got the copy on the back. as well.
Oh, okay.
Because they used the press kit, but they wanted their paper someplace else to print it, so they probably faxed it about as well. And that's why it's got both, possibly. Like I said, I love how they decorated it. So we're actually saving the packaging on this one. So someday, years from now, when we have a physical location, you'll be like, not only is my package, you know, I'm the one who opened this one, but my package is still saved because we're going to add this to the museum collection. I'm saving all the pretty packaging.
Oh, nice.
So which one did you open? I'm gonna this one's yours. And you also, funny enough, you both opened up press photos, and you opened one that's really important for me.
Okay.
Because I'm doing this show next week. So, oh, this is funny. Out of the ones, you actually opened up one that's similar to hers. This one is also a ticker tape machine.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of cool that you
Yeah.
guys clearly know each other. And you opened up, and you had choice of 4 different packages, yet you picked the packages that work with each other.
Yeah.
So he opened up one with a ticker tape machine, and the ticker tape is flying out the end. And this is a
Yeah.
huge, really cool, like, ticker tape machine. So that's impressive. And this really is a press photo that was used in the newspapers for sure. Let me see what it says on the back there.
You want your glasses?
I'm in denial about glasses. So you're seeing nothing on my face, right? TTS room at the Dow. So this is from, I guess this must be from the Dow Jones. How cool is that? Wow. That's really cool. Wow. Now this one, we're doing our Prohibition show next week on Repeal Day.
Okay.
And apparently Repeal Day is one of the first days in December. I forget which one exactly, but it's either the 7th or the 8th or the 5th or something like that. But Repeal Day is next week. And so we're doing a special show for a liquor company that actually did do liquor during Prohibition.
Oh.
So this is one of the ones about Repeal Day, because people were like fighting to get Repeal Day to happen, for them to repeal Prohibition. Prohibition was from around 1918 till around 1932, and it was, of course, when they prohibited the sale of alcohol except for medicinal purposes. So you would be able to prescribe it if somebody had, you know, a backache or a headache or rheumatism or something. And clearly whiskey would cure you of that. And you'll notice on the back of this one, it actually says Acme News Pictures, the Chicago Bureau, the Tribune Tower, please credit Acme. And then it says here what it was about. Hands Across the Sea, but in this case it was the sea of foaming liquor. That's a really cool one. And this is from 1932.
Wow.
So this is just about Repeal Day, June 15th, 1932.
That picture was from 1932?
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Wow.
How cool is that? That's a really cool one. And somebody, actually, they were still, this is one of these, this was actually from the paper from then, June 21. Wow. The reference department stamped it June 21st. So 1932, faxes were this good.
Oh.
You would never have guessed that a fax was as good as a picture in 1932. I actually have a fax of a fax machine.
Oh.
I don't know if that
so
cancels
cool.
it out. So Repeal Day, happy Repeal Day, it's next week. So those are very cool ones. So good job.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
letting us do this.
And we'll say goodbye to the world. Bye, world.